shooting it. So.
All right, there we go. We are live. Hey, everybody. If you missed last week, you also just missed it a few minutes ago when we wrapped up re-airing of episode 1. But we're here with a new episode of Deadlands Lost Colony. Someone is messaging us in Zoom and making everything blink for me. But with that, we're going to do the standard stuff. We're going to do introductions. Then we'll talk about the game. We'll talk about how you guys, the viewers, can get involved. And we'll move on from there. So we typically go clockwise. We're going to start with you, Shar.
Oh my god. Such pressure.
What's your name? What's your favorite color?
Shar,
blue,
who are you? Who's your character? And what is your place within this group?
Right. Hi, I'm Charlotte Eargang. I'm a graphic designer with Irregardless, where we do freelance role-playing game design. And I'm playing Darla, the Colonial Ranger, who is probably no longer drunk today.
Yet. Yeah, we'll see. This is Space Cowboys. All right, moving down, we have Rob. Who are you? Who's your character? What's your place in the group?
Hi, I'm Rob. I am also with Irregardless as a creative director, graphic designer type. I'm a programmer also. Don't hold it against me. I play
Dark Scar Deathband,
the Breaker, who is very dark and grim and gritty.
And then, sadly, finally tonight, because Andy isn't with us, he is sick, not dead. I just realized my phrasing. But Andy isn't here today. He's feeling really crappy, and he messaged me and asked if that was okay. And, well, he's a vet that's in charge of making sure animals don't die. So, yeah, that kind of comes first, your health. But we do have Ron down below.
Howdy, I am Ron. I am the creative director at Pinnacle Entertainment and a freelance all kinds of things in the RPG world. I am playing Mason Skurlock. He is a human engineer with a pragmatic view toward bravery.
You always use pragmatic for coward. It's amazing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And finally, I'm Bobby. I am the GM. We are on the GM table, at least our Twitch channel. We also have now 2 YouTube channels. One for GM tips and tricks, all of that kind of stuff, and one for, well, these being archives, because Twitch likes to delete them if you just leave them on Twitch. Links for all that are down in the bottom of the channel, as well as how to join our Discord group and blah, 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 blah. We're here to play a game. So with that, we are playing Deadlands Lost Colony. This is the newest setting for Savage Worlds. I guess technically the physical books aren't even out or anything, so I'll say it's not even out yet. But
the newest setting that you know of.
Yes. Well, the newest setting that is accessible to the public. We can't discuss one's not accessible to the public, Ron. Because then it's the public. But Savage Worlds, if you're not familiar with it, is a phenomenal game that handles a bunch of different settings. You can do a bunch of different genres. Right now, we are basically doing Space Cowboys. This is Firefly meets Avatar, the James Cameron movie, not the Last Airbender. And one of the biggest things about Savage Worlds is bennies. They let you do a ton of really cool things. They let you retry checks. They let you add things to the scene. They let you soak wounds, which this isn't a tutorial, but let's just say it keeps you alive. Typically, it's my job to give bennies to my players for being awesome. But we're streaming. These are all players here because I know they're awesome and I know they're entertaining. Their job is to entertain you, which means the viewers are in charge of giving bennies. We are also using the conviction rules, which we'll get into. They're kind of like bennies, but instead of rerolls, they let you add a d6, which is very, very powerful in this game. Anyways, if you tip 100 bits or more, you can give one person a benny. If you tip 500 bits or more, you can give one person conviction. If you subscribe to the channel, including free subscriptions you get for being an Amazon Prime member, you give all the players conviction. Now, last week, as we actually get into the real game, last week you guys had to deal with a pretty big threat, I'd say. You know, an asteroid coming to destroy the planet Banshee and probably wipe out all life on Earth as we know it. But you lot, as well as a uh should we just say old drunk? I don't know a nicer way to talk about
Yeah.
Alquist.
Aging
you-
Say
alcoholic.
that like
Yeah.
it's a bad thing.
You lot, along with Captain Alquist, were all hired to fly a spaceship up to the asteroid, plant an explosive on it, and detonate it, hopefully destroying the asteroid. Now, a few things were extra on top of that. I would say I will actually ask you guys what the most notable part of last week's session was for each of you. And I'm going to go in reverse order this time. So, Ron, what was probably the most notable thing for you or your character that was revealed last session?
First off, I would call the captain pickled rather than anyway. No, yeah, he was pickled. But the most, I think, interesting and cool thing that happened last week has to be the pillars with the associated crazy-looking eggs, and finding out that those were actually covered in Anouk writing. I thought that was neat.
All right, Rob, what was the most notable? What was the most notable thing for you or your character last week?
I saw dead people.
Yeah, you did.
I saw a dead. Well, I saw a single dead person. If you want to get technical, but yeah, there is a ghost that haunts what is now, I believe, our ship.
Not yet. I gave you guys the heads up. We'll be open with that.
My
but
bad.
very
Get it out in
quickly.
post.
Oh, it's
Take it out in
fine.
post, and it's all good. And yeah, she made me see things that I did not quite enjoy, including her own body that wasn't there after I looked away. So I think that would be the number one. I mean, asteroids are cool, but ghosts are kind of take it to a next level.
All right, and then finally, Shar, what was the most notable thing for you or your character from last week?
I don't remember a lot of last time. I kind of got blackout drunk.
You really did.
I'm pretty sure I may have harmed my reputation a bit with the higher ups, but that's okay. Fuck them.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Y'all got paid. Y'all became big damn heroes. And this week we open with you guys hanging out in your favorite bar. I totally wrote down. There it is. Shifty Willie's. So you're hanging out, discussing stuff. Andy's Anouk character isn't there. First of all, probably not too welcome in the bar. Second of all, she is busy tending to her own business. She is an Anouk shaman. She's got shit to do. But as you guys are hanging out, having drinks, basically soaking in free drinks for being heroes, and more likely having to deal with so many people asking you questions about what happened and, you know, how'd you do it and how were you just so brave. A courier comes in, kind of half out of breath, with a package for you, or package, an envelope. It has Ranger Darla written on it. He's standing there waiting, likely for a tip.
The good news is it doesn't have former Ranger on it.
I will hand him a I don't know, like what's reasonable? A credit 5.
5 credits? All right, yeah.
That sounds expensive.
He'll thank you real kindly.
Yep.
Start backing out, probably like half double checking, making sure, you know, you didn't accidentally give him too much. I mean, he ain't gonna tell you if you did. But he's gone. I assume you're gonna open the letter. I
Yep.
think that's fair. So in there is a note. It's written in actually very fine calligraphy. The doc told me my time was running out before we left Banshee. And now the original Reaper's not far from collecting the one debt I couldn't skate out on. I lived a good life, but fell on bad straits and whiskey. Thank you for giving me the chance to leave a legacy more than a drunken bum. Treat her right, and she'll do right by you. Signed, Alquist.
What the?
Are we like drunken person magnets now? There's a lot of people
No, that was the captain.
right, but this guy says he's a drunko too. So
No. Like, this is the captain writing us a letter.
oh, I'm not. I clearly am
Although
drunk.
in
Someone's
this
a
bar,
drunko.
we do attract a lot of drunks.
Yeah,
It's the name. Everybody loves the name.
yeah. It was just so well crafted that it didn't sound like the way he talked at
There's
all.
several other pieces of paper behind it. They are ship shares. 4 of them.
Well, hell.
We're rich.
Each of them is
Ish.
20% of the Reckless.
Oh shit. Can I make a guess on who owns the other 20%?
I can't stop your brain.
Are we co-owners with a ghost?
I mean, a ship share is not going to tell you who owns the other shares
That's
because they can
true.
be transferred.
You know what? We probably are co-owners with the ghost.
That
Oh,
doesn't
great.
make me overly happy.
Now I'm going to assume you lot are upstanding and will hold on to Andy's character ship share legitimately.
I will. They give it to me.
Oh, my reputation is everything. That's why I
Two funny voices and everything.
I will note
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, Clyde donated 4.
4. Yep. Is the 4th a Benny towards me, Clyde, or is it floating? You can answer in chat. It's worth noting the Reckless is valued at roughly 5.5 million credits. So 20% is 1.1 million credits.
we are rich.
Cool.
Now that's
I'm gonna sell.
the
I'm
value
gonna sell my
of
share and retire.
I've seen
Retire
you
from
played
what?
Shadowrun. Well, that's the thing. You guys have also seen The Reckless. You gotta have people. That's its value. That doesn't mean it's what people will actually pay for it. It's also combined. You guys own 80% of a ship. Spaceship's
I'm
not
okay
an
with
easy
this.
thing to come
That
by
gives
nowadays.
us
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
a controlling share, even if the other 20 is a ghost.
As long as we can get along, we have a controlling share.
We
As long
can
as 3 of you
outbid her.
can.
I mean, the board meetings are going to be super weird, but other than that, I think we're fine. Well, should we take it out for a spin?
All right. You guys can
Huh?
make your way over there.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Maybe we can run the dustbuster over it first.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way. Maybe you getting insanely drunk last session was the motivation that made him see you as a kindred spirit.
I mean, we
Slash
did
hero.
bond. Him and I, we bonded.
So
Right.
You were both passed out. I don't know how much you bonded.
That's how you bond.
It's like by proximity,
Mm.
passed out in proximity of each
have
other.
you not seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors?
No, I haven't.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so if you guys head down, you know where where Alquist was parking his ship. You guys make your way down, and someone else is there. Hey, Tommy, turn on your cam. There we go. So why don't you describe the character they see? I'm assuming with a bottle of something, given what you told me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a dude already on the bridge, kicked up with his feet well, his feet, his boots, on the console. He's got old X4 fatigues on, and he's just sitting there drinking and kind of staring off into space.
Howdy, sir.
Do you mind getting your? Wait, 1 second.
Do you mind getting your feet off that thing?
Hold on.
You mean off my console?
You mean
Or console?
Oh, y'all are the scabbers that my grandpa hooked up with, huh?
what meeting's just got a lot easier?
I I do not appreciate that name. I'm a ranger, and your grandfather, was it? He helped us save this whole planet.
Yeah, I was too busy to go on that job.
Oh yeah, what were you doing?
Cool.
I
Must
think
have been important.
No, I was passed out in an alley.
Well, we don't want to keep you away from that. So if you want to get on back to that, we'll
No,
clean up
I
your bottle
own
caps.
20% of the ship.
There's
Shit.
plenty of good alleys right that
No,
way.
the ghost owns 20% of the ship.
No. And then I hold up my paper
What?
over my shoulder behind them. I still haven't even looked at them.
By the way,
I take it and I read through it, like all the legalese and stuff.
Do you know the ghost?
Well,
Do I look like a ghost?
Do you
Wanna
know
be-
about the ghost?
What ghost? Do you want a beer? Stop
Yeah.
talking like that.
well, her name was Maria, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna be like, "Hey, Maria, you want to show this guy that you're around here?" And see what happens.
tried to take your ship shares, Maria.
Yeah, we were
Hmm.
all set to share with Maria.
The entire room begins to get cold. See your breath. Cold.
Would I know about Maria, Bobby?
Yes. Oh, yes,
Okay.
you would know about Maria.
Whether or not you believed in her before you got here, that's different.
And then, as things are getting very, very cold, a blanket flies at London.
Oh man, she likes him too.
Hello, Captain Alquist. I see the crew are aboard. Readings. Strange. Registering Alquist. Not registering Captain. Where is my captain?
That's the AI,
Not
not
it.
the ghost, right?
Not it.
London's gonna immediately hop and be like, "That's me."
Oh no, I meant
No.
I meant explaining where the captain went, you idiot.
No, I'm the new captain.
What?
No. Sorry.
Wait,
I think
can
that
you
form
fly
says
this
you own
thing?
20%.
For the meeting, all in favor of making this guy the captain, say aye.
Can any of you fly this ship?
Yes.
yes.
Well,
Mason did a good job last time. Good job. Good job.
We saved the world. I was flying. Your grandfather was too drunk to fly.
yeah, we both kind of had that problem.
Yeah,
I'm just
so
like not
let's
saying
definitely
anything.
make you the captain.
Either way, I'm on board this ship, and I'm gonna wait y'all out.
Going to wait until we leave?
No, I can't take off without y'all. Y'all own 80% of the ship. That said, I'm gonna wait till y'all quit or pay me to fly this thing.
Well, I guess that makes him a free pilot. And he does own 20%, and according to the law,
That's called a minority share. according to law.
That's true.
But fine. We can keep him. I mean, we're fucking professionals here.
He's our new pet. I guess we can keep him.
A
Yeah.
professional what exactly? All I hear is this weird yada da yada da ya from a voice box. We have a ranger and then two questionable fellows.
I find your definition of my person to be antithetical to the truth.
I think you were pretty dead on about me.
Listen, I'm London. Alquist was my grandfather. I may or may not have left the X4, and I can fly this beast better than any of you, guaranteed.
I'm Mason. I'm the engineer.
I'm Dark Scar Deathpan.
I'll be
Crew
keeping this
logs.
beast in
My
the
favorite
air.
as a role is
Crew
my
logs
name's
have been
Darla.
updated. Welcome aboard, new crew. I am not seeing designation of vote for captain. The ship nominates Maria.
a democratic captainship in which we all share 20% of captaincy.
I actually would be fine if Ranger Darla was the captain. Second?
Wow, that's
Oh.
mighty kind of you.
Seconded.
And before the ship does anything, I'm like,
Hey, ship, understand that with an engineer as good as Maria, we really need to keep her focused because we want you in tip-top shape.
Give me a persuasion
Engineer.
check with +1.
It should be like -3. This thing's a rust bucket, right?
That's not how Maria sees it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I just realized the only one I'm missing is the most used die in Savage Roll.
A D6.
No, D4,
Oops.
because I always have shitty stats. 7.
All right. The motion passes.
Hail, Captain Darla.
Is that a thing
Lot of
you do,
responsibility.
hailing?
Well, I guess that makes London the pilot, since Mason, you're our second engineer, along with Chief Engineer Maria.
Absolutely.
All in favor of changing Chief Engineer's Maria title to Senior Chief Engineer?
I
I.
London's just gonna sit back down in the pilot seat and start drinking again.
move, guys. Solid move.
Motion passed.
So, I mean, we could
So yeah, you guys have a ship. Here is something worth noting. Mason, I wouldn't even have you roll for this. Darla and Alquist, you both can give me... Actually, all three of you, because Deathpan, you were originally a transmuter, so all of you can give me a common knowledge or repair roll, whichever's higher.
Or the same.
6.
Okay.
4.
6.
Hang on, I'm still rolling.
I was gonna say, Mason, you're the engineer. You don't need to roll for this. You'll
Oh.
automatically know. So,
Alright.
first of all, Mason, you would automatically notice it looks like some repairs had been done to the ship. Because if you guys remember, that ship got messed up last week. But the ship is essentially equivalent to still having one wound. Those of you guys who succeeded, which it seems like everybody, now that you know the value of this ship, have some better info on it, repairs on this ship are not going to be cheap. It's gonna cost you guys about $550,000 per wound to repair this ship if it ever takes damage.
So he gave it to us as soon as it was too damaged to repair.
With 1 damage to repair, he did repair 1 of the wounds.
Oh, okay.
Additionally, Mason, at the very least, you would know fuel costs for this thing are going to run about $800 a day. And provisions is $10 per person per day.
Well, I propose we do some retrieval missions for all of the people who were evacuating off of the planet, and have them pay for a ride home.
Those aren't dangerous, are they?
I mean, I don't think so. It's more like being a bus.
You mean
I like it. Let's
tethering
do that.
escape pods?
What? No, not the escape pods. Everybody was evacuating Banshee because they thought the asteroid was going to destroy it. But now that we've averted this disaster through our heroic actions, we need to get people back here where they belong.
So we're tethering escape pods. Okay, I can do that.
What?
Where did you get these escape pod ideas?
They
You have to remember,
used ships.
London was passed out during the whole asteroid disaster. London was passed out.
They took ships to other places, not escape pods, ships.
And we're gonna go offer to fly them back here.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
escape
they're
pods.
probably
They
on
just take
locations.
the ships
stations,
back.
asteroids.
People don't own their own ships for the most part.
I know.
They'd have to book passage.
So you want to be a passenger liner?
Sounds pretty
until
safe to
we can
me.
get up enough money to pay for repairs.
Okay.
Unless you are independently wealthy.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty poor. As a matter of fact, this is my last bottle.
Wow.
Well, that's a damn shame.
So, guys, and I'm talking to everybody but London. Are we stuck with this dude?
He's fine.
Okay, well then I'm gonna drop the voice because now it's getting really like a lot of work while he's around. I'm saving that for the real, bad guys and good guys.
Well done on the initial use of it, though. I think it was very intimidating.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys what are you planning to do? You gonna look around town to see about jobs here to get you out there? You gonna just try and fly out to the belt and see what you can pick up out there? Because I
Maybe
mean,
we pick up some provisions here to bring out and then get people to bring them back.
all right.
Good idea.
Got to
Yeah.
be a need for medicine and such.
I'm gonna make sure my deputy can handle it while we're away.
Is there not like a job board in the bar or something that
Yeah.
might be more effective? I don't know. Like the moment we take
Well,
off is when we burn
there
like
used to
8.
be, but everybody left. It's like
Yeah,
a
I was gonna say
ghost
things
town
are
in here.
pretty dry right
Yeah,
now.
I was just gonna say like if we take the moment we take off, we're burning 800 credits. So,
That is 800 credits for a full day worth of travel.
well, I mean, in general, you have to take off and you have to do things and
Yeah.
land again. That's easily a day.
Well, that's true. I don't think anybody's watching the fuel depot right now.
Oh, wait, are you a lawman person? Law person?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we should leave an IOU so we can pay them back later.
Can we make up the name that we put on the IOU?
No.
Oh,
That would be illegal.
but Mason, to be fair, the chances of getting caught are like close to 0.
But
For the
we
risk
don't
averse
want
among
to-
us.
we don't want to compromise Darla's job.
Yeah, you got a point. Fine, IOU.
Lennon starts hitting some buttons and says, "Where are we going?"
All right.
We would probably know where the
You
last
would.
few ships.
There
at least
is
were
a
going
big ass flashing alert button on the console when you start booting up for takeoff.
What is it?
Warning, crew. You're exceeding maximum occupancy by. And things start glitching out.
from.
You're an
Yeah.
engineer, right?
Now,
You
here's
were
the thing. You guys know this ship could easily have an occupancy of 25 or more.
Engineer. Hey, Mr. Engineer guy.
The name is Mason. You
Mason.
can also call me Mr. Skurlock.
Mr. Skurlock, come here. Do you see this? Watch. And I'm going to hit the same sequence of keys again to
Oh yeah,
replicate.
it's as soon as you start. Cannot engage primary thrusters. Capacity overloaded.
All right. Is there anything I can check
Yeah,
up here? Or do I need to go back to the engine?
you could run electronics to see what data is coming in.
Okay.
You can
Let me run a diagnostic.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to spend my first Benny of the day. I succeed with a 4.
The sensors are picking up over 100 people in the cargo bay.
Okay then. Do we have cameras in there?
Sure.
So I'm gonna pull up the view screen.
Yeah. Give me a notice roll.
All right. Oh, hey, check that out. That is an 8.
You cycle through several with a rage. You catch something on one of the screens. Enhance. You kind of pull up, and you don't see 100 people, but behind a couple of the crates and stuff that were just still in here that didn't get fully cleared out, you're definitely picking up a heat signature of one person holding something that's reading as very, very hot on the camera.
All right. I share that with Shar and Darkscar. I'm sorry, Darla and Darkscar. You guys should go look into that.
I start kind of flexing my joints,
Oh,
and then I
Did you bring
gargle.
friends?
Yeah, we should actually ask him first.
That's you.
I point to the screen. I say, friend of yours.
No.
Cool. I'll watch the con. How about the 3 of you go check this out?
Fine.
Alright.
I use some mouthwash to gargle. Okay,
London busts out an M gun.
I got this.
All right. With a 4,
my
hidden
trusty-
visibly, but not super well, especially since you guys know where to go. Are you just looking to ambush him? You gonna come up stealthy? You gonna
Stealthy.
Mhm.
No. London walks in the cargo bay kicking over crates.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, that's our cargo.
Team player.
Kick. The guy gets up and he's like, hands up. He seems to be holding something in one of his hands. It's jet black. He's just, don't shoot. Look, there aren't many ships left. I don't have enough cash for transport. I need to get off planet.
But the planet's not dying anymore. The asteroid's not coming.
It's just I need to get off planet. It's not about the asteroid.
Did you not understand we're goddamn heroes?
So heroes. You'll help me.
I mean, you're safe.
What?
Huh?
You're safe.
Oh, safe. Okay. Is this like a condition?
London's just gonna laugh and walk back to the bridge.
So this guy, he looks beat up. He's wearing a duster that's ragged. His clothes are stained, tore up a good bit. and he's holding on to this strange, like, about 9-inch obelisk.
Now, son, you tell us what kind of trouble you're in, and we'll try and help you if we can.
Give me a persuasion check.
10.
All right. You just look. It's just you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Okay. It's weird stuff. I need out of here.
Son,
I look.
you can trust us.
If you get me to Tunnel Station, I can pay you. I have friends up there. They can get you good money.
Now, are you running from the law?
Give me another persuasion check. Because you're in a social encounter right now. And he sadly rolled a 15 last round.
I'm going to spend a penny on that. I got a 2.
By the way,
Oh, that
Mason,
sounds
I
like a
gave you a penny
3.
back.
I'm going to spend another penny. No, I'm not doing it. I got
No?
a 3.
Okay, yeah, he's getting real twitchy. He tries to run past the two of you.
Toward me, heading toward the bridge, or where?
Heading out of the ship.
That's gonna hurt.
I basically just put my arm out as he runs towards me and just try to tackle him that way.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Clothesline.
Wait, athletics. 4.
All right, yeah. So you successfully hit him. Him and the obelisk smash into you. Dark Scar Deathpan, I need you to make a spirit check.
Where's my spirit? Somehow did not end up on my. It did not end up on my character sheet. Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say standard fear level is 3 on ship, so -3.
Haha. 9 minus 3 is 6.
Nice. So you get a success. Yay! Everybody gets a conviction. We have a new subscriber. You get hit. When you're hit, like, things kind of buzz in the corners of your vision. You get, like, slight tunnel vision for a second. And he crashes into you and just falls flat on the ground if you're not, like, holding him.
No, I think I'm going to try. Like, if he's going down, I'm going to try to catch the obelisk.
Okay.
Thinking if he's down, it is up. I'm just going to grab it.
So if you catch the obelisk, you rolled well enough. You're not going to get a little fatigue, but you're going to get hit with a flash of several visions. It's going to just be dark, and you hear, like, weird, echoey screaming, and you see several, like, warped Anooks kind of like, swish by in the corners of your vision. And you hear something. Your ears, well, it's all in your head, but your ears hear it in Anook, but you understand what it means instantly. Take me to the ring. And then you're back.
I put it down really carefully, and I picked this guy up, and I said,
"What did you bring on to 20% of my ship?"
God damn it! It's just it's how I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna sell it to some guys. We got a buyer lined up in Tunnel State. I mean, they set it up, but I mean, I'm the only one left. But there's a buyer set up at Tunnel Station. He's gonna pay good cash.
Ain't right.
Did you steal this? Whoop, sorry. Did you steal this from the Anook?
No, I can honestly tell you we did not steal it from the Anook.
Did you steal it from somebody else?
I don't know if I ever trust anyone that says, I can honestly tell you, blah, blah, blah.
Enter
So me and Mason, I assume, are watching this on the screen and listening
Prob-
in
Yeah.
Probably,
the
yeah.
bridge. Yeah, all
You
right.
have like
I,
comms
I,
open.
I
and
typically
shit.
sit in the co-pilot chair, so
Cool. Right on.
Look, it wasn't supposed to be something like this. It was supposed to be a bunch of credits. All right, nobody would have noticed. I mean, if things had gone how everybody said it was going to go, the whole bank would have blown up anyways.
The bank? You're a bank robber?
I'm
Get
getting
out the
some
cuffs.
strong feelings that she's a cop, and I really fucked up.
I'm getting some strong feelings
get
that
out my
you're really
handcuffs.
correct.
I'm like, turn around, son.
Mason sees London obviously perk up banks. What?
Yeah, give me just a standard persuasion check. If you succeed, this guy is broken mentally enough. He ain't even gonna fight.
London, she's a colonial ranger. This guy is going down pretty quick.
I
got
know
a
that's the
5.
point.
What'd you roll, Char?
I got a 5.
Oh yeah, he's just look. If you arrest me, I end up in a cell, right?
Yeah.
Arrest me, just. And he starts looking past you. Oh, and he's like looking at the hallway, and he just looks terrified. Just arrest me. Just get me out of here. Just get me away from him.
All right, but you know that the cell is on the planet.
Look, if no one can get to me, it's okay. I don't.
All right.
What if we put you in the cell with the obelisk?
No, he stole that. We got to return it to its rightful owners.
I turn off the voice box. He's trying to get away from it and talk to me. It
What?
wants to go somewhere
Oh,
called the Ring. Either we make him leave with it, or we just get rid of it.
As I
Look,
say, Colonial
properly?
Ranger, it is stolen property from a bank.
What's the Ring, by the way? Out of character.
Well,
Do I
have
know?
you in? I
think
mean,
it's like an
any of the
asteroid
info
belt.
you would have had, you would have learned in game.
My least favorite answer of all. Anybody know what the Ring is? Let's just drag him to the bridge. At least we have 2 more people
right.
there.
You guys, please hold on. I got to deliver this guy to the jail, and then I'll be back, and we can talk about what to do from there.
Say, are you collecting the evidence, Darla, or are you picking up the obelisk?
Yes.
Give me a spirit check at -3.
I got a 2 minus 3.
Oh, that's bad.
-1.
Yeah, so you get hit with a similar vision, but it's so intense. You take a level of fatigue, and
hungover.
when you open your eyes, at first no one else is here. And then you kind of have to like rub your eyes and everyone else is there with you again.
Where did everybody go? Oh. Shit. This thing. What bank did you steal it from?
Insert bank name. Second
Bank of Banshee.
Yeah, second
The
bank.
second Bank of Banshee.
We ain't first bank. We ain't that good.
we used to have a bank here in Tucson called, and I kid you not, Fifth Third Bank.
Oh,
Hey,
we still have them. Yeah.
That's the best name for a bank ever.
I figured the first Bank of Banshee got blown up, so now we're on the second Bank of Banshee.
Yeah, I mean Temptation's the biggest settlement in Banshee, so yeah, second bank of Banshee.
I like it.
SBB.
I have an account there.
Where is that located?
I mean, it's gonna be in Tempest, so probably less than a couple miles away.
Uh, well, right. So we gotta jail first. Then we're gonna bring this back to the bank. And I'd appreciate if y'all would come with me.
Like all of us? Like me too?
Yes, sure. I'll buy you a beer.
Deal. Let's go.
Oh, I also forgot something. We've gone over 5.
Oh,
It's.
crap.
This is why I'm saving my bennies, because that box mystery can be a son of a bee sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to save this for when it's useful.
We watched you ruin
On
everything.
Eberron?
On Eberron.
I did.
Good job.
Hey, it happens.
Oh no, they got a couple swole bolts out of that.
I'm still unclear on the swole bolts, but let's not get into that.
All right, so you guys are
That's
just
fine.
all heading as a group, dragging this guy to the nearest Colonial Ranger station, getting him locked up.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best plan, but I will tell Darla that I want this thing off of our ship ASAP. It ain't right.
Nope, it ain't.
All right, that's not that bad. You fill out some paperwork, you get that part done. He's compliant as long as you guarantee him a cell. However, as you guys are walking, anytime you guys pass like an alleyway or something, he seems to look down at almost expecting somebody. Every so often, he looks behind you guys, making sure he's not being followed. And then you lock him up.
Appreciate your willingness to come with us, sir. We'll make sure you get trial. And,
Appreciate you being a terrible, terrible liar.
what?
Made this a lot easier.
Oh yeah, that helped.
Good work.
All right, let's head to the bank. And she's kind of rubs her head.
Yeah. So you guys travel. You guys travel your way a couple miles. With that, are you gonna hire some kind of transport to head out, like basically a taxi? You know, just walk 2 miles.
We'll
Because
take the
Ranger
ship.
Station will be real near the ship area. You can try and take the
We'll
ship.
just taxi our ship across the desert.
I mean, 2 miles isn't that far, but it is far enough. You can try and take the ship.
No, I'm kidding. Um, we could. I'm having a little bit of trouble putting my thoughts together right now.
We could go for a beer, like you promised me.
That's after we take it back to the bank.
Let's just get it to the bank.
Yeah. Just hoof it
Let's
to
take
the
it to the
bank.
bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys hoof it a couple more miles. It's a hot day on Banshee. Most days are. But eventually, probably after hour and a half, you make it to the bank. Several of you probably sweating. And it's there. The bank did not fare too well. There was recently a planetary evacuation. You think it's bad rioting and looting when there's a natural disaster in one city? Imagine what happens when the whole planet's leaving.
That's a damn shame. Can't believe what people do around here when they don't feel like they got a reason to live.
But with that, several of the windows reboarded over stuff. It does have a homemade wood sign hanging probably over some of the board windows that says, "We're open." We're open, I assure you.
All right. Um, I I go in the bank and I look for a teller or a
Yeah.
manager.
So
Manager.
yeah, it's pretty roughed up. Being a colonial ranger, this is gonna be somewhat easy. You ask to see a manager, they'll actually get the manager real quick.
Darkstar, do you go in or not?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna wait outside.
I'm also going to wait outside
All right. So
because it sounds dangerous inside.
Mason and Mason and Alquist will be outside.
And I
You
mutter under
guys,
my voice, this is what separates the heroes from the men.
you guys there. You get in touch with the manager. He kind of hurries. Yes, Ranger. Are you here about filing the reports or?
Yes, I am. In addition to returning some property that was stolen.
Oh, oh, oh my word. I was not expecting returns given our current situation. What is it that's being returned?
I hold up the obelisk, which by this time I have like wrapped in um, like a handkerchief that I had around my neck.
Ah, oh, okay. Interesting. So something from the safety deposit box. Do you happen to know where it needs to be returned to, or are we needing to suss this whole mess out? Lots of messes right now.
Oh, you do your damn job.
Uh, wow. Okay. I don't want to say rude because this is you're
Sounds
not a
dangerous.
ranger, or is this a? Please don't let this be another robbery. Please don't let this be another robbery.
I assure you, I am a ranger. My companion can be a bit rough around the edges, but he's here to assist.
Fine, fine, very. Let me see the item in question, and he kind of reaches out to take the item.
You may not
Before
want
you,
to touch it.
do you have like a towel we can wrap around it?
Do you have a
This is-
towel we can wrap around it?
I'm not just only an asshole. I'm also helpful.
I know, but the voice, man, the voice. I'm sorry.
That's quite is this volatile in some way?
Perhaps a doily.
As he's asking, he's like pulling a handkerchief out and lightly covering his mouth. Like I don't know if
I
I
don't
should
believe it
breathe
is
it in.
contagious. However, I don't recommend touching it directly.
Some call it volatile, some call it haunted. I wouldn't worry about it.
Very, yeah. I'll you were positive it came from this bank.
That is what the thief we apprehended insisted.
It's usually not something they lie about.
That there would be such a mess here. I thought this would be the only thing that was missing, but I understand how riots get.
Yes. Okay. I'll file it to be internally investigated. We'll discuss this. I'll add a note to the memo about touching. That should suffice. Yes.
Bobby,
Yes.
can I spend a
big
penny
note.
to get me and Mason really good cigars off of some rich dude walking into the bank?
Are you gonna buy them from
Sure.
him, or just like?
No, I'm gonna spend a penny on like the most amazing cigars ever, like $5,000 cigars.
I mean,
From
really fancy
Spender.
cigars. Yeah. Sure. You can even just say you have them. They could also have just been some of the inheritance that Alquist.
Okay, then
Given
I won't
you.
spend the penny. Thank you.
No, like if you spend the Benny, they can be some of the inheritance. Yeah.
A fool and his bennies. Something.
Dark side.
Hey, dark side, getting Mason to the dark side. Okay, this is the goal here.
I see how it is.
Hey Mason,
Yes.
you ever hear of peer pressure?
We
So
have a system for that in this game.
So Mason doesn't want to seem like he's never smoked a cigar, but he's never smoked a cigar. So I feel like perhaps he needs some sort of a vigor roll.
I was actually just waiting for you to finish up your so's to be like, yeah, then that's a vigor roll.
Yeah. Excellent. And he failed.
Oh, with that excellent, I was wondering if it was a crit fail. Is it just a normal failure?
No, just a
All right,
fail.
so you just kind of, like pretty obviously you've never smoked a cigar.
Like he inhales by accident.
Yeah.
And I'm like, smooth.
Smooth.
I'm not going to comment. I'm going to let him play it off. I'm trying to make friends here.
All right. But yeah, he the manager very gingerly and carefully like takes the item wrapped. Says he will add a note on the memo about no touching. And we'll try and catalog it then.
Maybe like 3 or 4 notes.
Okay. I'm rather surprised this isn't being filed in evidence, but whatever assets we can recoup, I fully understand.
Well, we have his full confession. And if we need to get the evidence back, I trust that you will hold it safe for us.
Yes, of course, officer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No. I think we're good.
Yeah. Anything I can do to be of assistance?
Yeah, actually, what's the current interest rate?
Ooh, things are very bad right now.
All right, I'll just take it as an answer.
I would not suggest investments for a few months.
Not account holder, sir. Beneath this rough, loud exterior is a man who saves money.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be like the best time to invest in things?
True.
If you have some money saved, Dark Scar,
If you could predict the future.
Yeah, their interest
Only
rates
then.
currently not very good. They're recouping losses. They have no idea what the current situation is going to be financially. You want to invest in things? Oh yeah, it's a good time to invest in real estate.
Do they even have like a stock market? They shouldn't, right?
I mean, they have corporations and companies, so they have some
A
level of it.
commodities
They have bankings.
exchange?
Probably not a full commodities exchange. No.
probably not. Probably
This
not
is-
since we got abandoned by Earth.
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I was. But it doesn't
be-
say anything, right? I'm not crazy.
It doesn't state either way.
Okay.
The ticker symbol for most of the corporations on this planet is BROKE.
What does that spell?
All right. So you guys make your way out. Group is reformed. What do you guys want to do?
Mason put out the cigar yet?
Mason's holding it. He hasn't taken another single puff.
It's just sizzling. So you guys come
You
out.
guys
Mason
gonna
has a
need it.
cigar.
Mason, you look a little not so much pale, but maybe green. Are you okay?
I'm I'm fine. It's probably just the outdoor lighting right now.
Beer.
Hmm?
Beer.
Yeah.
London is totally looking at Darla.
I
Let's
believe
get back. We'll go to our bar.
you're gonna buy a beer. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys can make your way back. We can time jump a little bit. since it seems like you're gonna be doing that before you try and leave planet, anyways. You're going. You got to make the long walk back. You get to your neck of the woods. Walk into the bar, free beat. You buy Alquist a beer. By the time you walk back, given the time it took to walk there, deal with that stuff, walk back, and all that, hurriedly rushing in is a junior ranger, basically an intern for the Rangers, like looking nervous, kind of scrambling, looking all around.
Afternoon, Junior Ranger. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, and he kind of looks down. Are, ma'am, are you Ranger Darla?
Sure I am.
Yeah, I've been looking all over for you about the last hour. They told me I could find you here, getting as the boss said, drunk off your ass, but I couldn't find you. I'm glad you came in. No mean to insult. I'm just reiterating the things I've been told. But there is a situation back at the station with the fella you brought in a few hours ago.
See, changing his story or making a fuss? What's going on?
Okay. Hold on, things that happening there ain't right. Real hard time. It's probably best you head back to the station, ma'am.
All right. I'll take a beer to go. I get a bottle and I head out.
All right. Who all is going into the station with Darla?
Oh, hell no. If she's going to the ranger station, I'm a deserter. I know the Rangers don't deal with that, but they could on the bounty, right?
No. Oh, fuck no. X4. They hate X4.
I know, but they would on some of them would on the bounty. I thought
Okay.
No,
Nobody's
bounty
gonna
hunters.
fucking help X4. It's like helping the Empire. It's
All right, making sure.
They're
That's all.
fucking evil, and everybody hates them out
That
here.
is my either misreading or misunderstanding.
Yeah, I know. You haven't had a lot of time
If
with
you
the
were
book.
current,
No, I haven't.
or we'd
I
turn
haven't.
your ass in.
Fuck no. I quit a while ago. So then, yeah, I'll go with them. Taking an extra beer that I charged to Darla.
All
That's what
right.
the government job's for.
Should we just bring a couple of six packs into the station? That makes sense.
I'll wait outside with a 6-pack.
All right. Anyone else heading into the station? Whatever. It's spooked. Little Junior Ranger.
I feel like I should wait out here just to make sure the coast is clear.
The coast? It's a ranger station, Mason.
But still, what if somebody needs to call for help?
Then they would call inside.
Dark Scar, you going in? You waiting outside?
I'm going in.
All
I'm
right.
a goddamn hero.
Yeah. So the Rangers.
One of my friends is got a backbone.
The Rangers
All
that
right,
are. Oh, sorry.
So Mason, at that point, when she says that, Mason's like, "Oh, I have a backbone," and he takes out his shotgun and he cocks it, which of course ejects like unlike in movies, it actually ejects
An
a shell
actual
by accident.
full shell, yeah.
And he's
off
like,
the
"Oh,
ground.
sorry, hang on," and I pick it up off the ground and put it back in the shotgun. I'm like, "All right, I'm ready. Let's go."
Ready to walk inside the completely safe ranger station.
Doesn't
Armed.
sound like it.
An open carry.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fine. The
whoever's
Rangers are
coming in,
pretty
coming in.
distracted right now. Because there's not many left right now for the next few weeks and stuff. It's still gonna be pretty much a ghost town on Banshee as people are slowly coming back and reorganizing. But the Rangers that are here, they're a couple of them are kind of whispering. They all look like they don't know what to do. And the one you gave the prisoner to notices you're here and just rushes. Oh, all right, good thing. Ranger Darla, what the fuck did you bring into our station? This has all the new recruits fucking spooked. It's got half the veterans fucking spooked.
What are you talking about? I brought in a man. He was handcuffed. He was
What?
actually.
What did this man see? Because did you take it? Did you bring him out of the fucking jungle? Like,
I brought him
was
out of
he
my
found in some
fucking
goddamn
spaceship.
like Anook or ruins?
No. He'd had some kind of artifact. A very haunted artifact.
All right, Darla, you fella, if you can fucking stomach it, fella, you can come with it. I really don't give a shit anymore after today. It might be best if you just make your way over to the cell.
I,
Ready to see this too.
So yeah, you guys are gonna need to make a fear check at -2 at the site of this,
I'm
because
super good at these. How long?
I just gave. No, we don't have to, Mason. We're outside.
Oh, no, I went in because
Oh!
I got
he
That's
said
right.
he didn't have a
I
backpack.
called
Sorry.
him out.
I got cowed by
All right, then
Darla.
that conviction does not go to Rob. It goes to Mason.
oh, well, fuck, screw you too, man.
I'm
Mason
sorry.
needs it more. I get it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
it's
I.
fine.
That's
It's
what I'm
fine.
thinking. Pragmatic, right?
I know.
I got a 7. I actually succeeded.
Oh, all right.
Well, you got an extra conviction anyway.
Well,
Minus
thank you.
minus how much?
-2.
I wrote a 9 and got a 7.
Spend a penny.
I got a 7 also.
Cool.
If you need to, Rob, I will buy you a Benny.
I got a 6
Oh,
minus.
you also
minus
spent
2 is 4.
$5, Tommy. So hold on.
Oh yeah.
It. Shh.
What did you roll on your first roll, Rob? That you spent the Benny on?
Crap. I think a 4.
-2 for a 2.
Yeah.
Then take your
that
Benny
sounds
back because I should have drawn this beforehand. It's +2 to the next roll, which would have been
nice.
right after that.
Is that for everybody or just Rob?
Just Rob. It's just the next roll.
The next roll. Yep.
Which Rob's roll was happening as I drew it, so
Yep.
that qualifies.
I appreciate that.
All right, so all you guys pass. I don't have to roll in the fear table. It seems as this guy who you didn't get his name, kind
Did he need
of
to get his name to know he was a criminal?
yeah. He kept beating maybe his head, maybe something he found on the bed in there till he broke a post out, and he did some Event Horizon shit to himself.
Oh,
Somewhat now.
He did Event Horizon.
Yeah, I don't want to describe gore in too much detail. So, but all right,
Insides on the outside.
yeah, all the insides on the outside. The main
Oh.
thing, none of you speak Anook, but you'll recognize it as Anook as
Wait,
he
I
wrote.
do.
Oh, you do have language Anook? Nice.
Do.
In Anook, he wrote the ring
It's Sauron.
in his own, insides. But below it, you guys would all recognize a ring of about 20 straight lines, almost as if columns.
Oh, shit.
Well, what the damn did you need me to see this for?
You brought him in here. It's this fucking mess. I don't know what the hell he been exposed to, but
It ain't my
this
fault you didn't have
this is
control
not
of the
somebody who
prisoners
just stole
enough
something
that
from
they
a bank.
couldn't kill themselves. Jesus Christ!
This is literally someone who just stole something from a bank, buddy. Get the cleaners in here.
Whatever the fuck this guy was involved with is obviously some weird, messed up, Anook, tribal, ruin, bull, hoodoo, bull shit.
Hey, watch how you talk about their religion. It is a valid fucking religion.
Valid? Valid? You know what's fucking valid? I'm gonna have to make our interns scrub. I don't know fucking who. We didn't even get his ID yet. Out of the grout of this wall.
That's what interns do. I interned. There was blood everywhere. Every day. For a week.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna send some of our more experienced ones in for this. I don't want to make more of you. Yeah, and as mentioned, it is just before 9:30, so we're going to do a quick bio break. We will do 5-minute bio break and be right back.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. We're not muted yet. I'm still setting up the timers. Stop.
Well, last time you asked me to remind you next time, so.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There we go, and our mics are back. Hey, we're back.
Huzzah!
We actually did 5 minutes in 5 minutes. That
Huzzah.
rarely happens. Yeah, huzzah. But yeah, the ranger station is spooked. This dude, like almost as soon as you left, started banging on his bed till he broke something free, and then just started carving himself up and using himself as paint.
Is he still like alive or is he done for?
It's been a few hours. He dead.
He dead? Okay.
He dead.
So, who wants to go back to the bank?
So
'Cause-
Shar, remember that story you wrote me when I asked you to figure out a special person?
Yep.
You're gonna feel a coldness next to you. And you see a
Look
face. As you look over, you see a face. I'm talking like right there. You see a
over.
face.
What the fuck?
You recognize that face immediately. You can tell everybody where you recognize that face because it's a face that shouldn't be here. So we're going to do a little flashback to a little bit of Ranger Darla's past.
Ranger Clementine? But you're dead.
No one else sees her.
God damn.
So
Thank God I'm outside.
yeah, so at this point we kind of flash and you can tell this little like paragraph story so people have context. Obviously the characters wouldn't know, but so the players and the viewers know. We do a little flashback.
All right. So when Darla first moved to Temptation, she became the deputy of the current ranger. Her name was Ranger Clementine, and she was near legendary peacekeeper. And I idolized her. One day, the authorities came to town. You know, the colonial authorities. They ordered us to publicly execute this guy. Said he was a traitor. They didn't offer us any evidence, but just said we got to do it. Well, if Ranger Clementine got her way, she would have had at least a public trial beforehand, but she was overruled by these assholes. And since she's she's a colonial ranger, she does her duty. She carried out the execution in the public square. Well, that traitor, maybe he wasn't even a traitor, but he'd been popular with the locals. Real stand-up guy, like it was real a surprise to all of us. And well, the execution got out of hand. A bunch of people rose up, tried to take him down, save him, but instead the authorities started shooting anybody who got close. 17 people were killed. One of them was you, Ranger Clementine.
And then she flickers out of your vision.
And you're telling us just why? You seeing things?
Well,
Or, like, are you
I
seeing
mean-
things? Because,
I don't know. Did you see her?
see who?
Ranger Clementine. She's, about this tall, hat,
No.
ranger uniform.
With a
Nope.
cattail in face.
So many people are with hats and ranger uniforms in the ranger station.
Yeah.
Like, please find this imaginary needle in this haystack of hats. I don't know. The analogy falls apart pretty fast. Carry on.
Maybe it was a ghost like Maria.
Oh, hell no. Not another one. Can
Well,
that-
at least this one's good.
with that comment, Darkstar is now taking you seriously because one's enough.
Alright.
So, do we need to do something for your ghost friend so that she goes and Mario and NLFTs or something?
She seems to be gone. Maybe it was a trick of the light.
Let's hope so.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of the light theory.
Yeah.
Fucking ghosts.
I hope Alquist back there left me some beer. Could use one right now.
The 6-pack is gone. Or rather, I saved one for the captain, and only the captain.
Oh, good.
I'm going to remember that.
Thanks.
You're not the captain, I don't care. Even though you could probably raffle stomp me into oblivion.
I can glare you into oblivion.
Maybe. Maybe. What do you got? Like a D6 intimidate? I got a D6 spirit. What?
I have a D8 intimidate.
Oh, snap.
All right. Statistically speaking, you win.
All right. So
So
back to my original suggestion is we left a artifact that put a man into a state that made him put himself on the walls of a cell with the bank. I have regrets.
Yeah, the
Hold on,
message
what?
there says the room.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. London. So the guy we just brought here decided to gut himself and paint the walls. Red.
Darla, give yourself make a notice roll.
Like this. I got an 11, but I kind of regret it.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely high enough to notice when there's something heavy in one of your pockets that it's kind of a little off weight. You're
Crap.
you're muted, but that might have been on purpose.
If she pulls that out of her pocket and starts
I put a
screaming,
glove on, and then I pull this out of my pocket.
Yeah, it's the obelisk.
didn't you just turn that in?
I did.
What the fuck, Ranger?
So either the banker is a notorious reverse pickpocket, or this thing is like fucking following us around.
Would that make them a place pocket?
A place. I
Ba-dum-tsh.
would like to see that. I would like to see that in a Savage World book in the near future, please.
Place pocket.
No,
Come
I'll get on
on. Come on.
Make it happen. Go on, do your thing.
Just ask yourself, why not?
Right.
Anyway,
If I lived by
sorry.
why nots, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, we should bring him to jail. Why not? We should go to the bank. Why not? Okay.
Look, it was totally reasonable.
I'm gonna take Darla aside and talk about the drawing.
I'm gonna
As-
grab that thing, Bobby. If I can, I'm gonna snatch that thing from her hand and throw it as far as I can.
I was only protecting it with my glove, so you're gonna touch it.
Yeah, give me
I
a
don't care.
spirit check at
Yeah,
-3.
I don't actually
Okay.
know that part yet.
Yeah. But yeah, Tommy, give me a spirit check at -3. Dark Scar, as you're talking to Darla, you'll notice her eyes kind of wander because Darla, your eyes are gonna focus on. You guys are now outside, and there are people moving around. It's one of those where, in the distance, far enough where she's kind of blurry, you see a person in a ranger outfit about this tall, with a hat, just standing. Other people are walking around. This is just standing far in the distance, facing you. It's real distracting, given what's going on.
Can I slap her face a little bit?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, wakey.
What? I'm awake.
Okay, you didn't look awake. So that drawing on the wall, did that remind you of a certain asteroid?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I want this thing out of here. I mean, I would have preferred to get paid for this, but it needs to go. Like
I don't know that taking it to the ring is gonna be
it, you touched it, right?
wise.
You touched
Yeah.
it. It said, "Take me to the ring." I touched it. It said, "Take me to the ring." It has told two people to take it to the ring.
That's
I
why
think
we
we should
should
take it to the ring.
away from the ring.
Wasn't the ring destroyed?
The back half of the asteroid was destroyed, but you guys made sure to blow it up on the other side. I just
first
had
we need to
several
go
eggs
find-
fall anyways because the plot
We have
point
to go
campaign would have
find
been
the.
ruined.
We have to go find the other half of the asteroid then.
Either that or it might be referring to another ring. Shar, give me a spirit check.
Let me know when you want my rolls, Bobby.
Yeah, what was your roll, Tommy?
I had to spend a Benny, and then on the second one, I spent my one conviction,
Okay.
but I got a 6
Okay. After the -3?
after the -3. That's why I took a Benny and a conviction.
The things we do for role playing, right?
Darla,
Hey, I'm cheating here.
Darla, it's just a flat spirit roll for what you're doing right
I
now.
got a 7.
You know the ring it's talking about. If you try to think about it, you'll know. It's not on the asteroid. That's not the only ring. You can almost see it.
I
There's
start
a-
turning in a circle, try and like figure out which direction it's in.
There's a ring of columns, but they're smaller columns, probably only about 3 foot tall each, in the center of a temple made of black tannis. Your mind's eye, you can kind of zoom out. It's located on 2, the other continent. You don't know
It's,
how you know, but you know the coordinates.
I must have heard a story somewhere. I think there's a temple on 2.
And it'd be really nice if we had a new spiritual person right now.
Nah, Bobby, can I roll common knowledge to know about this, or survival to know about the second continent on this world?
To know about number 2, like to know the general stuff, you don't have to roll anything. If you're talking about knowing specifically about this temple, no. It's way too fast.
Okay.
Number 2, you guys all would know, like all 99.9% of civilization exists on 1, which is the main continent. 2 is full of crazy ass jungles. There's been a few outposts built up. The Anuk that are on 2 are even more brutal, more dangerous. It is the crazy ass wildlands. It's the untamed portion of an already untamed planet. Outside of that, there's not much else known. 2 is also full of mystery because it's not nearly as settled.
What happened after Tommy tossed a monolith? Not
He
a
hucked it.
metaphor.
It's as far as he knows, it's gone right now. Like he chucked it. It probably flew for a while, landed in the dirt in a road. I mean,
I checked
as
my
you
pockets.
look over, actually, it's even better. Darkscar, give me a notice roll as you're checking, wondering that.
Oh god.
Because you just chuck this in the middle of a town.
5.
Yeah, you look, you're wondering, and then you catch it. It's probably 100 feet at best down. In the dirt, you catch a glint of this black tannis obelisk as a little girl, maybe 4 or 5, in a nice pink dress, has noticed it and is walking over to it.
I rush up to the little girl and I say,
Cease and desist.
She hears the voice, turns to you, screams, and lets go of the balloon she is definitely holding.
Mission accomplished.
I use my my handkerchief to pick it up. and walk back to Tommy, and I say, "Bad pilot, no cookie."
I'm gonna take off my blouse because I'm wearing fatigues. So that means I have an undershirt of some sort.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wrap up this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna like watch intently as you do it.
I'm not pulling any tricks. If you want to check me, you can, but I'm not pulling any tricks. I'm just wrapping that bitch up. And I'm handing it to the ranger. Here, Captain.
Thanks. Thanks.
This is my favorite action of yours so far. Out of character. Falling in line.
All right.
It's gonna take time, Rob. I'll get there, but it'll take time.
And we know Alquist is here for at least 4 sessions because you guys will be gone week after next. So we set that up. All right. So you have it. What's your guys' game plan? You know the coordinates. Just in your head, you know the coordinates.
I
We
feel like we're
throw
not going
this
to get
thing
away from this.
into the nearest star, or go to this temple.
And if this was a
I
game
think
show, I
we
would.
should go to the temple, though.
Star. We need to throw into the faraway.
I'm trying to decide how spiritual I am. Temple.
Let's say any of you guys
Mason?
could probably roll a cult if you have a cult,
Nope.
Maybe it just
or just roll it untrained.
What's your vote, Mason?
I think that. I think the temple is probably safest. Just
Son of
because
a nerf herder.
I just.
Look at it this way. One of your ship co-owners is Anouk. Do you want to insult
Ooh!
her beliefs?
I haven't met this person yet. I have no cares. I will fly you where you need to go.
Okay.
Which I feel like is just super you being in character because I could never see you doing that to actually Andy or any of
Oh,
his
hell
characters 'cause
no.
fucking Andy.
Never. I could never do that to Andy. If Andy was here, I would regret that. Like, my heart would hurt.
Just remember, he will watch this and he will know.
That's fine. He can know.
But yeah,
He's some crazy alien right now. Screw him.
You anti-Anoukite.
And
we don't hold with that around here.
so it sounds
says
like
the ranger.
at least
Yeah,
of
the ranger who is working towards Anouk human relations in this damn town.
Well, you're like one of like the only then.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Also, they're really fucking tall and they can beat you up.
I have a gun. They throw sticks and rocks.
they have a crawl blade.
I know.
It's
I'm
fucking
giving
cool.
anecdotal evidence
I know.
here.
Oh no, I
Okay.
know. Okay, so it sounds like either way the ship has a vote of 3 to go to this
Yeah.
temple.
Well, they outvoted me. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
So you guys, it's not a 2-mile walk this time. You're in your neck of the woods, so that's
Oh,
nice.
good.
You guys can just go to the ship.
It's not a dramatic task to get there.
No, well, not there, not to the ship. Now, here's the thing, though. When you guys get in the ship, you start doing the boarding procedure and everything. It's gonna read as having too many people on board with that idol on board. It's reading that idol currently at about
Mason.
153.
This is
So I'm going to go into
obviously
the system
an
and
error.
trick it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Mason, you can give me an electronics roll.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, given your history, you would know you could do this anyways. The system has enough fail-safes, it will not allow you to fly into space. It won't let you leave Atmo with too many people on board. If you disengage the sensors to read that, it won't do it anyways, but you're not leaving Atmo. Because
Right.
that's going to basically go, you have enough life support to make it 24 hours out, and there is nothing you will reach out there. The ship will not let you. But the ship does have essentially an emergency service function it can turn on, where it removes all of those limitations on capacity, but keeps you only in Atmo. It's basically a mode to go evacuate a city and take you somewhere else on continent.
Teacher,
So-
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, what's up,
So
Tony? Sorry.
I just have a
it was
question real
just-
quick. It has nothing to do with anything. How fast do these ships actually travel?
I can check that while Ron's asking.
Just genuinely curious versus atmosphere versus space. I know, but still,
Yeah.
just a general question.
1,000 miles
So-
per hour in Atmo. What's up, Ron?
So I was going to tell you what I rolled. I rolled a 3 and then used a conviction, and then that die aced, so I ended up with a 13 on the electronics roll.
Yeah, you completely spoof it. You know, you could do electronics, hardware, or repair, or hacking to like spoof it back. But with that high of a roll, say you can flip it back at any point.
All right.
But yeah, you easily spoof this thing. So it's basically the AI is thinking you're transporting a bunch of people out of the city for an emergency service.
I like it.
And yeah, tell me, it's 1,000 miles in Atmo, 10,000 miles, miles or kilometers? Yeah, miles, 10,000 miles per hour in space.
You've got that in reverse.
1,000 miles per hour in Atmo, 10,000 miles per hour in space.
I'm sorry. I thought you said 100 versus 10.
Oh no,
Yeah, I was going to say you would not want to go 10,000 miles per hour in Atmo.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm goo.
Exactly. That's all. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So
Would you
You
like to see what a
guys-
bonus
Yeah,
human
that
looks
way.
like?
Exactly.
being able to travel 1,000 miles per hour means a couple hours. You can.
At most.
You don't immediately go to top speed, so you gotta.
Sonic boom!
You know,
No way. I'm going to shoot them in an up-down trajectory.
yeah, basically. Give me a piloting check.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to assist him.
Here's the great thing. The ship has a
I'm going to
hand.
support.
The ship has a handling of -2. It handles like shit, and it has one
Oh.
wound, and one
That's
wound,
why I'm
so
supporting
-3.
All
Yeah.
right, so -3, but my ace takes care of 2 of that.
I'm supporting, and I just
Good
gave you an
plus.
extra 2.
All right, so I get a +1 then, right, Bobby?
Yep, total +1.
All right, so +1 on my D8.
So making sure they didn't change ace, but that's
Go
Having a
team.
co-pilot is nice.
With the plus, I
is.
got a 12.
Well
Oh,
done.
Yeah, you are fucking great. Oh, that's
I
what
got
it is.
lucky.
If they ignore 2 points of penalty, it's no longer just +2. I was like, I know they got rid of the +2 on ace, but I was trying to remember if it was just ignore penalties or they just ditched it.
Oh, well, I
You're fine.
placed-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
you're fine. The drastic difference is when you have no penalties, which
Gotcha.
in Deadlands is unlikely to ever happen. So you go with a 12. It's not even like you slow the descent to find a location. Here is the other thing, though. Darla's the only one that knows the coordinates. So Darla, you're going to have to put the coordinates into the ship. If she screws up, other people can support after the fact to clean it up. So
10
Darla,
seconds.
Darla, I'm going to need you to make an electronics check.
Yep, that's happening. I'm unskilled, and I've got a fatigue.
Because I'll tell you, this Anuk Temple definitely did not give you the wherewithal to know how to use systems you don't know how to use.
I'm giving her
And
a
I keep
Benny.
getting distracted by all these people that are just like everywhere.
I'm giving you a Benny, Shar.
That's good. I got a 5 minus how many?
Just
Sorry.
whatever your penalties are.
I
So
think she still has a ton of bennies too.
Yeah,
You have
so
fit-
that it's still -3.
right.
Because fatigue and unskilled.
unskilled. Yep.
That was 5 again.
I'd say, do remember, if she fails, you guys can support after the fact, which will basically be she put the numbers in somewhere right in there, but a bunch of junk that you guys would have to filter out.
Yes, it's like the numbers, and then it says the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring.
And so much. So if anybody wants to support with that, it would be electronics or hacking.
I'll help. I will support.
Because currently she's at a 3, so even a +1 will get it fixed.
I'm flying. I can't do shit.
Yeah, the data's in there, but
I accidentally caught sight of Darla's cleavage, and I screwed up.
Did you crit fail?
No, I just couldn't support.
Okay. All right.
I was like, so anyway,
Oh,
Is this a thing? Did this happen?
Not
not yet, but
there's a crush.
Oh, all
there's,
right.
there's a love triangle in the
There's
backstory.
always a
Oh,
crush in
I
these
didn't
fandoms.
understand that. Okay, my bad.
That's why when she told me to net up, I was like, all right, I'm ready. And then I did the shotgun thing.
Yeah, I gotcha. I missed that aspect. I apologize. I
You
know
have a
now.
crush on me. I have a crush on Rob.
Once
Oh,
London
we're good.
figures this out, y'all
Or
are so
not,
fucked.
And then Rob has a crush on Mason. I'm just kidding.
I
So
have a
I have a crush on hell.
you go.
I don't know where I'm going with that.
The execution is great. You pull in a great landing. However, you are not next to the temple.
I'm just petting the obelisk.
You are on 2. You are in the jungle.
Well, oh great, they don't have GPS. Shit. How far off are we on the gyro?
Someone could give me an electronics check
You're
to
dead on the coordinates I put in.
Mason, can you please check that for us?
All right. Let me check in the electronics again. I have a success.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you guys are about a mile off target.
I'm gonna fly in that general direction. We don't have scanners or anything, do we?
You do have some basic scanners on the ship.
What's our maximum range?
Sensor suite planetary. I'll have to check it, but it's decent. It's a decent range on it.
We'll move to maximum range and scan, and then
Yep.
wait for orders, because I assume the ship can hover.
Yeah, it's a spaceship. It can.
Just making sure.
It has Atmo capabilities. It can do that shit. You're not gonna be getting on or off the ship while it's hovering, but yeah, it can.
I mean, we could rope a dope out.
All right.
Not from the probable height we're
That
at,
is a
but
thing.
So with
Oh.
that, with you guys doing the sensor suite, even taking your time, Darla, while this is going on, in the corner of your eye, I need you to make a fear check at -5, because we're in a way different territory right now. Corner of your eye, you see someone.
I got, what is it, -5? I got a
Yep.
-2.
Yeah, it's a fear level 5 location.
Oh.
Darla panics while you guys are piloting, which basically means you take your full running
Grab
dive
Tommy.
and
I
shit.
grab London. I'm like, stop the fucking ship! Jesus, stop the fucking ship! There's somebody! I gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna
Yeah, give me a
try
piloting
to
check.
stabilize, but that's about it.
Give me a
And I'm gonna
piloting-
grab. I've got the co-pilot yoke, and I'm trying to help him.
Nice, yeah.
6.
I mean, then it's up to me to pull her off of him and maybe slap her in the face
I
again.
had a +1.
Nice, 7.
Seven.
Give me an athletics, Dark Scar.
Ooh, I should start remembering that my athletics is a 4. Instead of looking it up every time I look at my sheet.
You could probably substitute fighting if you want to like
If it's
grapple.
grabbing and pulling, it's 100% athletics.
Yeah, no, and also 4 in fighting. So I rolled a 4.
A 4, that's enough where you can kind of get a hold of her because she's busy with Mason. She's panicked. She's distracted. You're good.
Pull yourself together. You're a ranger.
You guys can see the temple at this point. This whole area is slightly darker than it should be. The sun just doesn't seem as bright. The greens are a dark, kind of very forest green, which for a jungle actually is quite dark. And the temple is just kind of peeking up out of the foliage, jet black Tanis. There's an almost noticeable hum in the air that makes all the hair on everyone's neck stand up in this area.
This is the right spot. I'm gonna try to like land
Yeah.
if I can.
Give me a piloting
Hopefully.
check. A successful check will get you on the ground.
I got a 16.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely get there.
We miraculously regrow our landing gear.
Exactly.
Yay!
It was gone, and how
It's the +2. Without the +2, it would have been a 14, okay? But we got a 16.
He did a perfect landing last time. The landing gear was one of the first things that would have been replaced when Alquist
True.
replaced after last week. That's needed.
Hull integrity,
Yeah.
engines.
But none of us noticed, so it still looks magical.
I don't know how ships work.
So, you guys land. You're probably a couple dozen feet from this weird, almost buzzing black temple.
Nah. London ain't doing this. London is staying on the ship. I don't care what anybody says. London is on the fucking ship.
London needs to stop talking about himself in the third person.
London likes to talk about himself in the third person. I'm developing the personality.
So Mason, are you gonna let this guy show you how being chicken works, or are you gonna come with us?
Chicken?
You're chicken. Bacaw. Hold on.
Sure.
Caw.
Mason pulls another beer that he hid from Darla out of his back pocket and opens it.
I believe he just called you poultry.
All right.
I don't know that I would accept being called poultry.
Well, Mason, does that mean you're coming with me to help?
Of course it does. Yeah, I'm going. It'll be fine.
Because I mean, you are our resident pilot slash coward. If this guy's taking over for you,
Whoa, 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 whoa,
you're
whoa!
gonna need a new. Okay, sorry,
I am not a coward.
Cautious. Was it cautious?
I'm a pragmatist.
Pragmatist. Right. A professional avoider of danger. Anyhow, if he's taken over for you as both the pilot and the pragmatist, we're going to have to find you a different shtick. So maybe you and he can sort that out later. But for now, I think we need you to come with us.
I'll go with you. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Maybe
Can we-
maybe if we get this to the ring.
Can we put on a parking brake
Mm.
so that London doesn't run off with our ship?
I'm not going to run off with the ship.
He's not gonna be able to handle all the ship systems alone.
I can't. I need at least, 2 or 3 of them minimum?
Yeah, you need at least 3 people.
Plus the AI
Yeah.
knows we're true.
So, that's not a thing. I'm literally
Okay.
guarding the ship.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
sitting on the docking ramp drinking with an M21 in my lap.
I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'll head up to front because Darla's a little shook up, and Mason is Mason.
I have my shotgun ready. I accidentally do the thing again with the pump where I eject a shell.
Okay, now,
and then I
the
pick
shell
it up
back
and
in.
reload my
Good job. You got this, man. You got this.
The action still works on this shotgun. We're ready.
It's a good shotgun you got there.
Darla's just like cradling the shirt with the obelisk.
Let's get this thing into their temple and our asses back onto the other continent because this ain't right. That thing is buzzing. That's messed up.
It is right.
Don't make me.
Hey.
You stay with us,
Keep your
Darla.
filthy paws off me.
Stay with us, Darla.
Please-
Eye on the
please
eye on the
stop my
prize,
face.
where the prize is like not going insane and tearing your insides out.
But you
Bobby?
should keep your filthy paws off her. I will help her out of the ship.
I will spend
I'm-
a penny
I mean, just
if
off my
she
face.
can get a bonus against that idol.
I don't know what you're looking to get a bonus for. She's already failed on the check. I'm not making
Fuck.
additional checks.
Never mind.
Anyhow,
I was gonna get her drunk before she leaves,
Yeah.
so that way I had to lose influence or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, like basically the idle things already happened. Like, if you come with if
apologize.
you think alcohol would inhibit what's going on, that's up to you.
No, I don't want to like penalize her for no reason.
Yeah, I could use more minuses.
Exactly.
So you guys head out
I,
into the.
yeah, I'm going to apologize to Mason and Darla for my actions, but I say it was for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You guys head out into the thick. Yeah, it's a few dozen feet. It's not that far, but as you get closer, the buzzing kind of intensifies. There's just this feeling of wrongness here, just deep
Think
in
you
the
mean
pit of your
rightness.
son. The temple is solid black tannis. It has a large squared archway, and it is pitch black inside.
Mason sidles up next to Darkscar and he goes, "How is she more attractive this way?"
I kind of just look at him and I don't answer.
Emotional problems?
Uh, are there any inscriptions on the entryway?
Is solid smooth on the outside.
Just be glad London's not here. That's
Like
all I
it's
have to
almost
say,
like
you two.
glass. It's like at this point it's smooth and polished. It almost looks like black glass in the jungle style.
If we were smart, we would have brought like lights and stuff. Are we smart, guys?
London has lights.
So
I
there
got
would be lights on the
my,
ship.
Yeah, torches or flashlights.
I would assume we had flashlights and
Yeah,
such.
it's fair to assume you have flashlights. It's pretty
Okay,
standard.
so we are
Yeah,
smart.
they're
Okay.
probably some
And
other
this ship has no weapons, yes?
Oh, it does.
It has weapons.
What is it?
Weapon.
Twin auto.
I don't
cannons?
know. I'm sorry. I apologize profusely. I know none of the stats to the ship, okay? None. Zero zip zilch nada other than
Oh,
it's
have I got good news for you?
Oh,
Neither do
thank
we.
God.
Neither do
Oh,
we.
Neither
all
do
right.
we.
They're light auto cannons, dual linked.
We used them that one time.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I thought
stats for
some
that,
stuff
Bobby.
real good
Yeah, I
with
know.
it.
Give me a general idea.
Pew pew.
Machine guns. They're auto cannons. They're like mini like shipboard Gatling
Rate of
guns.
fire?
Fast.
I was gonna say I'd have to
Damage,
check.
dice? I don't know. This is why I'm asking. Auto
Read
cannons in
it.
some games are badass, and then you get turbo lasers in other games, and they're badass. And then you get ion cannons that don't affect anything that have to do with actual ions and fucking physics. And
So they have a rate.
they
They're
wreck
badass.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
They
You
have
know, so
They have a rate of fire of 4, so they can
Okay.
spray, and they deal 2d12 AP4.
Yeah, it's like a spray and pray.
that's
ship
not
weapon.
bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad at all. And we have two of them?
Yep, tool, dual linked, a full reload cost.
Dual linked, so it's one set of
Yep, it gives a bonus.
rapid fires. I
a
gotcha.
a full reload's gonna cost you $200 in ammo.
How much does it shoot?
100
What's the mag?
100 rounds. Yeah.
All right.
All of them.
Who's got good shooting? FYI. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Followed by Rob.
I'm an okay shooter.
Rob's mostly nanobots that tear things apart.
Okay. I assume Mason sucks.
Mason Mason takes advantage of the +2 that a shotgun gives you.
Okay.
Yeah,
D6, D4?
D4.
Yeah, I figured. It
I've got a
fits. It
D8.
fits, man. It fits.
All right. So, with flashlights would give you guys dim light. So you'll just have a -2 vision penalty as you make your way in. Are you looking to be sneaky?
Based on what you said about Dianuk on this continent, I'm going to say yes.
Can I sneak up behind them and camp on the door of the temple after they go inside?
You can give me a stealth check. Those of you who are looking to sneak in can give me a stealth check.
I got a 5.
I'm gonna spend a Benny. Yeah, I was complaining that I wasn't spending my bennies. Here we go.
Yep.
You know what? I'll do it too then, because we're almost out of time anyway. I got one Benny left. I'm gonna use it on my stealth.
How's a 21 do for stealth?
Oh, that's so stealthy.
Jesus.
Can I be stealthy for everyone?
I got a 7.
Hey, a 7's
I got a
adequate.
7-2 with my reroll.
I'm not being stealthy.
Well,
I was born to be here.
She's sliding up in there like a ranger.
doing that. You saddle up. Mason's nearby, hidden. Dark Scar shoots way up ahead. He is the knight. So that means Dark Scar, you'll be the first one to get eyes on it. The temple's not that complex inside. It's mostly a large chamber with a ring of 12, or not 12, of 20 of these like 3-foot tall pillars. In the center is a podium with a notch in it. But curled up around it, currently sleeping, is a Quitok.
Right.
Now, a Quitok is normally about the size of a small bull. It changes color based on mood, has a mouth full of teeth, and it's covered in razor-sharp quills that it can throw. This one, however, is about the size of a rhino and completely, I don't want to say albino because it doesn't have the pigment-free eyes, but its quills have gone completely white, near translucent from lack of starlight. Its eyes are completely milked over.
Is he, as he's asleep, is he snoring with his mouth open by any chance?
What the fuck, man?
I mean, do note there is the last 5 feet rule, which means if you're going to come up on him, you're going to have to make a fresh check.
More
And I was just
importantly, is there a spider nearby? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there ain't nothing alive in here other than the squeak.
By the way, who's got the thinger?
I would assume Darla.
I do, yeah.
Maybe that was a bad idea to begin with. Okay.
I'm also not being stealthy because I'm going where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Dark Scar, you got a 9 of diamonds, and then you're on hold. Mason, you got a Jack of clubs, and then you're on hold. I'll turn them sideways, actually. Because Darla going in, not hiding, means that Quitok is waking up. Darla got a 9 of clubs. It got a Jack of diamonds, but the two of you are on hold. Its eyelids open.
By the way,
but the eyes are completely
right.
milky white.
Never mind.
Those on hold.
Well, now I want to know what you're going to say.
Say those on hold. Do you want to do anything?
So he's waking up.
Yes.
Can I circle around so that I'm on the other side than where people are coming from?
Oh yeah, you got more than high enough to have done that as part of that initial.
So I'm basically gonna try to hide myself in the opposite side of the group and then kind of be in the shadows.
Yeah, we can assume that's where you are starting your turn.
Because I'm Batman.
Fine on that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Is it at all helpful to take aim now? Can that make my shot better?
Oh, like take the aim
Yeah, you've rolled
action?
enough. You could have, if you're not actively moving this turn because you started on hold. Yeah,
Sure.
You take the aim action. You don't move any this turn. You don't take any actions this turn.
Okay.
All right. Mason, is there anything you're doing?
Just cowering a little bit.
Okay. You gonna stay on hold?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on hold.
All right. So this thing will fully wake up. It's going to let out a pretty bone-chilling roar.
Okay. In pure fear, I am going to fire my shotgun at it.
All right. So this is opposed athletics because its turn has started.
Yep. And I have nearly no chance of doing this, but we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, look at that.
If you need a Benny, let me know. I will give you a Benny.
No, so far I based a D4 twice.
Okay, never
That's-
mind then.
That's 3 times. Hold on, I'm gonna
Okay,
get more D4s
never
here.
mind then. I'm just saying.
And he's dead.
That is 4, 8, 12, 14.
Yeah, that beats. Well, that's the target number. His 4 does not match your target number.
Of course,
So,
I'll never
yeah.
get a 4 again. Okay.
So here's
and-
the thing: you have -2 from poor vision because all you guys have is dim light right now, but it is size large, so you have +2 to hit it.
And I have a +2 because it's a shotgun.
Yep.
So I hit.
Yep.
And I get 3d6 damage on that. And I get 8 damage. Now, when the gun goes off, he makes this sound. Ah!
Yeah. Because 8 damage isn't even going to shake it, given the size of this thing.
It happens simultaneously as he pulls the trigger.
Well, here's the beautiful thing. It now continues the rest of its turn. Everybody in the temple needs to make a fear check. London, outside of the temple, you're going to get +2 to this, so you get to make a fear check at +2.
Okay.
This is a
I'm
fear.
I'm sorry. I had to
No, it's fine.
correct myself.
This
Ron
is a
just
fear.
fucking killed me.
This is a fear level, this is a fear level 5 area. So fear checks are made at -5.
Mine are made at -7 because
All right,
yellow.
so I get a +2 to my -5, so
Yeah.
I get a
-3.
-3.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
I might have to buy myself a Benny.
Oh, come on. Give in to the fear.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
spend a
I'm.
penny.
Hold on, I'm buying myself a Benny because I'm out, man. I spend them all. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
I was gonna camp on the ship, but
You
I
are
messed
in
up.
the best location to have failed though. You're at least outside of the temple.
True.
I'm gonna use conviction.
8 minus 5.
My
is
God,
3.
Rob.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Oh, okay.
-5. Got a 6.
No, I got a 6 too because it's -3. I'm sorry.
I failed.
So
Uh,
and I
six.
like it.
I got
I'm
a
go-
6 after the
I'm
minuses.
gonna assume Ron failed, but
With my -7, I have decided that I'm not going to spend a penny on that.
yeah.
Ron,
And,
I'm buying you a Benny.
No, don't. I mean, feel free to buy him a Benny, but he ain't
No,
gonna spend
Ron.
a Benny on this.
If you want to spend it, please.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Got
He wants to be a
-7 to the-
I have bennies. I'm playing my character.
All right.
I
so-
respect that.
I was gonna say so.
I do too, but it still hurts me.
uh,
It still hurts me, okay?
So Shar,
It's all good.
since
It
yours
is all
a-
good.
since
It's a
yours
game,
is a
man.
+5,
Let's have fun.
you are just shaken.
I'm shaken.
Yes, since yours is because I rolled a 5, so 5 + 5, 10 on the result is shaken. Yours is a +7, Mason. 5 + 7 is 12, which is also shaken. You guys got really, really fucking lucky. However, shaken, it is now going to act.
What did I get?
You got a 12, shaken.
Oh, I'm shaking. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so you got real
Nice.
lucky. All right, it's going to try
So we roll.
in.
Shaken. Not stirred.
Are we
I was
doing
gonna say
initiative
not
every time,
scared.
Bobby?
What's up?
Are we doing initiative every round?
Yeah, it's Savage Worlds initiative.
All
gets
right,
drawn
just
over
making
that.
sure.
All right, so it's going to start charging Darla. As it's charging Darla, it's going to throw 2 quill attacks. And then it's going to try and bite Darla. So these will all be made at -4.
I like try and
So-
protect the obelisk.
Quill attack at Ron. 5 - 4 is 1. Quill attack at Darla.
That hits with a raise. Just kidding.
Quill attack at Darla, I just box card.
Well,
Oh, no. 9 - 4 is 5, so it does hit. Oh, sorry. The quills have a shotgun effect of +2. 5 - 2 is 3. 9 -
I have
2
a
is
5
7.
parry.
This is shooting. This is.
Oh, right.
All right. Yeah, this thing's closing in. All right, so Darla gets blasted with 16. Oh, Darla's gonna get hit hard.
16?
27. 30 damage.
Jesus Christ.
3d6, and I got a total of 4 6s. Once the acing was all said and done.
Well, my toughness is 9, so there.
Yeah. So
Fucking
30 over
Rangers.
9 is 21 damage. So that's 5
So
wounds.
good thing I
if you
saved
don't
my
soak.
last penny in case I needed to soak.
Yeah.
No. I got this.
All right, Darla, give me
I
a
got
vigor
it.
check.
I have Benny for soaking.
Gave you another one.
Aw,
All right, that brings us up to another divisible by 5.
Shit.
oh yeah, let's see what it is before I try and soak.
I always forget
Darla.
this shit.
You
Better
get
not
plus-
be the like you
get
can't.
+2 to your soak roll.
Oh, good. I was gonna like be real mad if it was you can no longer soak.
That's in there.
I
It
know.
is. It is.
It's called a shower conversion.
So I
Oh,
got a
thank you,
5. I'm gonna spend my conviction.
Ron, I thought I'd add to the table. All right. Let's say a 5, you're going to need at least an 8.
6, 8. 5 plus 8.
5 plus 8. Oh,
Mhm.
that's I just spaced
13.
13. So
13.
that's 3 wounds you soak, which leaves you with only 2 wounds.
That's impressive.
And then he gets his biting roll with the bite.
And
He gets his
and
bite.
what I did was I like did this thing. I turned around and I took it in the back so that I was protecting the obelisk.
You should have held it up. This is how we know she's possessed now. You know this, right?
4 minus 4 plus size penalty. Yeah, it completely misses on the bite bed. Shoot shotguns of quills at you guys. You, Darla gets hit pretty hard, but you shake off enough of it to move as the thing chomps to try and... Darla, you did not soak all your wounds, so you are shaken. You get a free spirit roll to unshake.
Can my spirit be bolstered by this wonderful obelisk?
The obelisk does not want you to have a spirit.
Aw.
Exactly the opposite.
By blood, I have brought you. I got a 5, so that I unshaked.
I was gonna say, is that after your wound penalties?
Oh right, no, it's not.
You're shaken. All right. I was waiting till the first full round of combat to use this card that got drawn earlier, so you guys know. No one's gonna have multi-action penalties this round. Guys.
Wait. I have a plan.
All right, Darla, you have a 7 of hearts. Tommy, you have a 4 of clubs.
No, I don't. I get to redraw.
You guys spend a penny, or do
No,
you have? Did you
I
take
have quick.
You took
I'm quick.
Okay. You have a king of heart.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, Mason, you have a 2 of clubs. Oh, that's right. It ignores all penalties, not just multi-action. And the
Oh,
Dark
really?
Scar, you have a king of diamonds, and it gets a 5 of spades. So the first that gets to go is Tommy. You definitely hear that roar coming from in there.
No multi-action penalty at all. So I can do up to 3 things, right?
Yes, and you can run, but the running penalty is its own separate thing now. Running's now a free action, but it causes a -2 running penalty. It's no longer part of the multi-action process.
Well, what if I wanted to do 2 runs?
Running's
Would
not
that
an
be
action.
one act?
You can
Shit.
only run
Shit.
once because you can run once per round as a free action.
See, this is what happens when you play too much D&D, folks.
Yeah.
All right, you get to that round mode, and then you're screwed. All right then. How far in? Can I make it in or not?
Well, you can go. You're at the door, so you don't know how far in they are, but you can go 30 or 36
60.
feet.
Yeah.
For free before you make a running die. And that's like 3 living rooms. Yeah, you'll get into like the area within movement easily.
All right, I'll take the pace.
All right. So what do you want to do? You're running in. If you haven't activated a flashlight or anything, you're just gonna rely on the flashlights of everyone else.
I have mine. So that's another action.
Yeah, so that's an action. Just pulling out,
Yep.
lighting your flashlight. That's one action. Because readying the item is free.
And I'm going to cover the door. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to ready my last one and cover the door.
All right. Well, that's the thing. Remember, this isn't D&D. You either have your whole turn on hold, or you take your actions.
I'm going to shoot it.
All right, shoot it. You get +2 to hit it for its size. You're in bad lighting, but that's -2 right now until it takes out people's lights.
Flat roll.
Yep.
I got a 4.
Cool. That hits.
Whoa. All right.
4 hits. It's not behind cover or anything. The thing's huge.
I just shot it with an M21, which is 2d8. Hold on. Let me double check.
All right. Does it have any armor?
It has 2 armor penetration. The rate of fire is 4. Not that I'm doing that. I'm just shooting it once.
You're shooting it. Add +2 damage for the armor pen. I just
All right.
put armor pen on that side of the map.
All right. So +2.
It has at least 2.
6 and a 7, so 13.
Yeah, +2. That's enough to shake it.
Keep it. Cover the door.
All right. That ends that turn. Next up is Dark Scar.
I'm going to, for this turn, I'm going to take a shot at the creature with the name that I forgot.
That's fine. Queetok.
Queetok. I'm going to shoot the Queetok in its dumb Queetok head.
I thought his name was Steve.
How many times?
Just the one.
I was to say, you don't have a multi-action penalty right now.
Right. That's a 4.
Yeah, it hits.
And 2d6 plus 1. Does damage, Ace?
Yeah.
9 damage.
All
Plus
right.
1, 10.
It does not seem to be phased.
And then I'm going to drop my flashlight and use my breakdown power
Gotcha.
to try to disassemble its skin, basically.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how my range or how my powers work because I have never had powers in a Savage World game before.
You basically roll your spellcasting
Focus
die,
skill.
and
Yeah,
get
whatever that is.
Transmute my
transmute for
transmute.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, yours is transmute.
Okay.
Plus a wild die, like always.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy myself a Benny.
See how this works? See?
We're all cheaters. Is what happens.
No, everyone except Ron.
10.
Ron is.
I
cool.
got a 10.
You got a 10. That hits with a raise.
And there's
I'm trying to
3d6.
find breakdown. 'Cause I know
Breakdown is on page 72.
Thank you. That actually really.
3d6 damage. That's 11 damage.
Yeah, the range smarts.
Hey, Tommy, you don't make a character with both Tenderfoot and Yellow and expect to practice character protection.
That's fine.
You know what? This is true. I can't debate that, all right, man? I'm just saying.
What
He's
was the
committed to
total
his-
damage again?
11 damage.
11 damage.
The man is committed to his pragmatism.
Does not.
I know. That's what Bobby told me before the whole game even started. He said you were a pragmatist, aka coward.
Nope. All right. Yeah, you try to break it down. These quills and stuff seem incredibly durable. It's not phased by 11 damage of breakdown.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, good.
So you
Remember,
roll
the
like
thing's
me.
big. Size increases toughness, but it also increases.
All right. So then, since multi-actioning is cool, I'm also going to yell to Mason, get the obelisk from her and toss it over here. I'll take care of it, pragmatically.
All right.
That's my action.
All right.
Pragmatically.
That's actually.
I was gonna
not
say
an
that would be a
action.
free action. Just yelling is
It's
a free action.
I've
You could,
figured.
make a social.
You
test
can
against
shoot it again.
distract it,
Oh, in
shoot it
that
again.
case, how about I just break it down again?
Yeah, see?
Just keep
I
going.
see. I'm thinking like a different game too. Just
Doing my hammer dance. He's breaking it down.
Exactly.
I got a 3, so that's a miss.
No.
I'm going to buy you a Benny. No.
I accept.
It's-
I'm buying you a Benny. Here we go.
All right. Next.
Who are you buying a Benny?
Me.
You. No, not you, Mason. Rob.
Okay. Only one more time. 7,
7 hits. It's not with a raise, but you get to deal the 3d6 damage.
which will do nothing, but
No, dice can always ace.
Yes. You can hit it.
no, it's still a 9. It's 9 again.
Shit. I tried. All right, man. That's all I got.
Yeah,
I'm tapped. I'm
this-
tapped for the night. Tonight
is-
is tapped for me.
This is what setup and knockdowns are. Teamwork.
Exactly what it is.
Next up, Darla.
I'm gonna
Oh,
turn around.
Darla, roll to unshake at -2.
Oh right. Hmm. I unshook.
All right.
I got like 12 plus 5. So I got 17.
17. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna turn towards this monster, and I'm gonna unwrap the obelisk as I do, and I'm gonna hold it up to him. Say, "We're here to help," and I wanna I wanna persuade it in a distracting fashion.
Yeah. Give me persuasion. Don't forget your -2 for wounds.
Yeah, I didn't get that 17.
Spirit.
11 will do though. -2.
So 9. Well, it just rolled a 2, so it is, double shaken won't actually hurt it on something like that. But it's shaking you want it to be distracted, so -2.
I want it to be
Vulnerable.
vulnerable.
Well, I was going to say, it's going
Well-
next, so do you want to be distracted,
Oh,
taking
I
-2
see.
to
Distracted.
unshake? Or
distracted.
Yeah, distracted. Darn it.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, was
I
gonna
can
say,
multi-action.
You have no multi-action penalty this round. Thanks to
I'm
the box
gonna-
of mystery.
I'm gonna limp towards the thing in the middle of the room and try and put this in it.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check, because you're pretty badly hurt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's at +2, because it
Don't
shouldn't
die.
be something you need to like roll the do, but you need to roll the do.
So +2, -2, so
Yep.
even.
Yeah, +2 makes it easy, and then you have penalties.
I got a 3, but I had another Benny.
All right.
Oh, that was worse. That was a 3. No, I didn't make it. I just kind of limped in its direction and slipped on my own blood.
And you drop the thing at, like, you go to put it on the pedestal and like slip and it drop and it falls. So it's at your feet. It's right next to the pedestal. It's now the creature's turn. It whips its like massive, almost insect-like head hole towards you. And it's, yeah, Darla's the one near it. So
Has to try to unshake first, doesn't it?
oh, it does have to unshake. Thank you. It just failed.
Ah,
I could spend a Benny to unshake, but we're getting close to the end, and why stall? So, yeah, it's still kind of confused. The last one up is Mason.
All right. Mason's going to pump 3 shotgun shells into this baby.
Nice.
And with his lack of negatives, with his awesomeness, he's going to get a +4 to all 3 shots. So
yeah,
let's do this. Oh, there we go. Raise on the first one.
all
ace.
right.
And that does, there's an ace there. So 12, 13, 17 damage on the first shot.
Ooh, all right. This is where it's time, because that's a wound.
Rubber's here to meet the road, baby.
Time for him to spend some damage. 8. All right, he soaks the first damage.
Okay, the second one is just a hit.
All right.
Oh,
On that one,
the
that's
Guardian.
that's an 11 damage.
Oh,
Which doesn't hurt him.
unfazed.
And then the third one, that's another raise. There's a raise, there's an ace there, so 17, 22 damage on that one.
All right. Okay, that is 9. That is 2 wounds. Benny, roll. Soaked one of the wounds. It is wounded. Here is the
Right.
thing. It is size large. Even if it's an extra, it can take a wound. So, it is wounded. It is not happy. Next round.
I am fine with that. Mason's probably a little
Darla?
sad that it's still moving.
Everybody take a Benny. Because Darla
Nice.
just got a joker.
Thank you, Darla.
Tommy got a 2 of diamonds, so I'm going to redraw.
Yep.
Tommy got a 10 of spades.
Shit.
Ron got a 10 of clubs.
I'm going to spend a Benny on that.
Ron got an 8 of diamonds.
Damn it. I'm going to spend one more Benny.
All right.
Backfired.
Ron got a 9 of spades.
Never mind. I'll just stop there.
All right.
Stop while you're behind.
We'll keep you at the 10. He was shooting for low. I know
Yeah.
how this is going.
I was shooting for a 5 or less.
Yeah, calculating. Really worth it. Dark Scar got an ace. Creature got a 6. So everybody goes before
Creatures
the creature.
last.
Darla, you have +2 right now. You start on hold. Are you acting right away?
I'm gonna finish putting this back in the obelisk like I meant
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, so you now have a total of actual +2 to this athletics check. Don't crit fail and you're good.
Why would you say that out loud? That's not right.
I crit failed it.
Are you legit?
No fucking way.
Oh.
Are you
No, I
fucking-
am not kidding.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So she's about to
Darla?
put the obelisk down, and all of a sudden she yells, Omaha! And then throws it across.
No. You go. You're about to put down and you slip because you've been bleeding. You've been bleeding bad. You're full of quills. A shotgun of porcupine quills? That's going to be messy. You slip, and here, when you slip, you go down, and you fall on the obelisk onto your chest. The same energy as if you put it on the pillar is going to happen because I'm going to have to talk to you between games. But Darla has this obelisk just sticking out of her chest as Fifth Element style. Her eyes and mouth just shoot with energy. I'm going to need everyone who isn't Darla because we're just assuming full failures on this, and it'll make sense when I talk to you.
Just escalated quickly.
But I'm going to need everyone else to make a fear check.
Remember how every
Penalties.
campaign starts out
-5.
going well until a crit fail? This is that moment.
I'm spending my Benny. This is the last one I have, so if I fail this roll, I'm fucked.
The Quitok also failed.
I failed again. I failed.
I spent a conviction, and I ended up with a 12.
Wow. You're good.
I aced on my regular die, and then that put me at a 2. So then I spent the conviction, and I rolled another 10.
The junior engineer is now my sworn enemy.
This is my conviction token.
Hey, Tommy.
What?
I'm buying you a Benny.
No, don't do it. Really, don't do it. I failed, man. I'm not gonna. I can't. I like the best I can roll is like a 3.
I mean, I should have kept mine. I just had no chance now.
So those who
I'm
fail,
serious. I just can't.
Don't just suffer the effects of fear, but you have a level of fatigue currently. Because those who failed will also literally have the fear that's been inside of you ripped out of you.
Mm.
And they all go into Darla.
Oh. Well, I was going to say, that's not necessarily a bad thing until they go into Darla.
The Quitok flees heavily. And Darla's body falls limp onto the ground.
I'd like to say the reason I spent the conviction is because he does have a thing for Darla.
Yeah.
And I want to say he dropped his shotgun and like caught her as she was falling to the ground.
Totally.
So like he doesn't even know to be afraid.
As this is going, the obelisk is literally burning almost like a Roman candle / wick of all this energy. Darla, it leaves a black diamond of the square obelisk, like turned right in the center of your chest. Like, if your cleavage wasn't distracting enough. Hey, Mason.
Yeah.
Give me a healing check.
Now my cleavage is shiny.
A 9.
Darla doesn't have a pulse.
London refuses to acknowledge all this and is just going to go back to the ship. No, he's out. He's gone.
So is she moving?
After a moment, she starts to move, her eyes open.
And she doesn't have the pulse.
You got to raise. Yeah, you'll notice she still doesn't have a pulse.
All right. I'm like,
what happened? Did we do it? It's gone.
And that's all he can muster at this point.
It's okay. It's okay, Mason. Everything's okay. We did it. We survived.
Darla, behind Mason, you see the ranger flicker into your view and then flicker away. And with that, we end this week's episode. All right, guys. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I know it was a little awkward. We didn't have Andy. We had to bring someone in literally last minute. Like, we set all that up today. So I'm sorry if the flow was a little wonky.
It was fun.
Characters were made rushed. But we will catch you guys next week. Hopefully Andy will be back. And we will actually have Tommy next week and the next couple weeks at the very least. Because we'll have a few people going missing. Which now is going to really work. But with that...
Because she dead.
We'll catch everybody later.
No,
Bye.
survive. It's fine.